Hello everyone, hi there, welcome to this new video. In this video I want to talk about the making of my polyglot robot friend. And before even continuing, first of all I really want to thank Bart for helping me with working on this project. Like, it's a crazy enthusiasm what this guy has, like he has so much motivation, energy. And I really appreciate him, his name is Bart and it's a very cool guy, like a lot of energy. And I'm so happy that he helped me out, to work on this project together. So that's cool. So, and if you guys don't know it yet, I even did a multilingual prank video with this polyglot brother. And if you guys don't know it yet, the video, the most recent video is the second link in the description, so you can check it out if you want. Really cool, it was awesome. And however, I still try to improve this project to see what do guys think, what is their opinion. I heard a lot of people who said that it was a little bit too noisy. Well, at least I read it in the comments, and some people said, yo, there was too much noise when it was talking. Well, there was the mechanical part, so I really tried to improve it. But in this video, I mostly want to talk about the making of, the process, and why I did this, So it really started because I wanted to do something new, So as you guys know, the multilingual prank video part is sort of like niche on my channel. I really like this kind of content, I think it's really awesome to create this. And I was looking for a new concept. I was thinking like, yo, what is something else which is cool for people? So that's why I thought about, okay, maybe I need to do something with my creativity. If people don't know it, I studied art. I studied illustration at the Art Academy in Utrecht. And so I graduated with illustration. And I really like to make sketches, thinking about creative ideas, And this year I really want to do even another project like this, maybe something else. I'm not sure about what, but I really like to combine my creativity with my language, my love for languages. So I was thinking about something new, and I thought like, hey, why not building a polyglot robot brother, I was also thinking about the COVID situation, because it's a little bit like hard, with the restrictions. So I thought like, hey, this is maybe like something which is innovative, which I could put on the streets. And if I just want to have some distance from people, whatever, like I could just be on distance and work on this project, So this is what I thought, like, hey, that might be cool. So I was thinking about something which is prank, language learning, creative, and funny at the same time. So that's why I thought about that. Okay, so I called my friend Bart, and I told him about this idea, about his plan. And I knew that he has his own studio. He likes to make three-dimensional stuff. He's like a real how do you say it? He knows a lot about technical parts, and he works with metal, stuff like that. So I thought like, hey, I need to contact him and tell him about this project, So I was working on these sketches. I needed to have a plan, and I was showing it to him, and I was like, hey, can we do this? And he was like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's try it. And we made a clear plan. It was a lot of work, a long process. I really wanted to do this project together, So I was watching and learning, and I asked him sometimes like, hey, how are you doing this, And that was so interesting because there were so many parts in the process where I didn't know anything about. And I thought like, hey, that's cool. Let's try it out. So I learned so much about different techniques, when it's about three-dimensional metal techniques, to call it like that. And it was interesting, So the first start was like working on the, how do you call it? Not the head, but like the body of the robot, So that was the first start, basically, So basically that was just a box, actually, It looked really, simple, but no, it's not like that. It was really not easy to start with that. The start is always the hardest part. But once I can remember that when the arm was on the body of the robot, it was becoming cooler, and I was so happy to see that it was moving the arm, and it was already looking like, hey, there's happening something, So that was very cool. And then part by part, I saw more result, and I was like so happy. I saw so many different techniques, and there were also like a lot of things which I didn't ever try, but I just thought like, hey, let's try it. And yeah, it also felt a little bit like sometimes you were in a sort of lab, you know, like, and working on a car or something, you know. It was really cool to see my friend Bart like that, you know, who always had this amazing energy, and yeah, it's so interesting, really. And yeah, part by part, it was looking like something, you know. Later, I was working on the text. I was thinking like, hey, there needs to be like a cool text, you know. So the text, talk to me in my language. I thought like, hey, that's strong. That's a strong text. Let's go for that, you know. So I was really thinking about, okay, people need to talk to it. So that's why I think this text is working, you know. And actually, that was also like working. When I worked on this video on the streets, I saw that people reacted, and that was very interesting. And I learned a lot from this project, you know. It took... Alright, before we continue with this making of video, I want to tell something about my new language community. A lot of people ask me like, how do you learn a language, you know, could you help me? Well, that's why I started this community, and there's the first link below this video. And there you can check out the tier prices, the description, but yeah, I will tell something about it. You can get access to language challenges. There's a Polyglot group, and you can find a language buddy or a language exchange partner. And I organize 2 virtual meetings per month where you can talk to me directly and to other people within this community, you know. So besides that, there's even like a special language nerd tier for the real language enthusiasts, and these people get access to my language booklets for German, French, and Spanish. And I organize 2 online lessons per week, you know, where we can practice languages and where you can ask your questions, or where I can tell something more. So yeah, if you want to check it out, first link below this video, and let's continue with this making of video. Around, I think, 5 days to yeah, to work on this together with my friend Bart, you know, for the 3-dimensional part, you know. If I also would count the sketches and the process before, it's maybe even 7 days, you know. A lot of work, and but the result was very cool, you know. I think I was very happy to make such a huge version, you know. And I was also trying that the head was looking like my head. And believe me, that's not easy because it has to be so abstract, you know. So it was a very long process. And actually first we thought, hey, we maybe need 3 days, but later we noticed that we needed more time, you know. So, but part by part, it was like looking like something. And then later we were starting at the head. And I was thinking about like, hey, I need to use a little bit like my hairstyle, you know. And well, I hope that it looks like me. What do you guys think, you know? And later I also thought like, okay, the hat is really the finishing touch that makes it more like a character. It looks more like me, and it makes it pretty funny when we are having the same hat. Well, it's not exactly the same hat which we have, because I couldn't find the second same hat, but it looks pretty close, right? So it was such a cool, amazing experience. And besides that, right now I know my friend Bart better, and yeah, we definitely talked about maybe working on new future projects like that, you know. I was so happy with the result. I was looking at it and I thought like, yo, this is so cool, you know. And I couldn't wait walking on the streets with it, you know. But then there was like the audio part, you know. It took so much time before the audio was basically working, and that the audio was good enough that people could hear it. So I basically, there is like a phone in the head, and it's on loudspeaker, and it's connected with a music box basically, you know. And but the first box which I used, you know, the first Bluetooth box, the sound was not strong enough, you know, so I had to buy a new one. And then with the second one, then it was working, it was clear enough. But again, you know, in a city like Amsterdam with a lot of traffic, it is still very hard that that the sound is clear and stuff like that. So it was a very long process, but at the same time, you know, I'm so happy with this result. And yeah, I'm looking forward to do more video projects with this new friend, you know. And yeah, I'm very curious about what you guys think about this project. And yeah, if you have like any advice about what you think about how I could improve it, or any other projects in the future, just let me know. And yo, I really want to say you like have a nice morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and keep learning languages, guys.